Well, they became the team they've been for the last 4 or 5 or 6 years. They just turned it up another level. I don't know if they why, but, man, they just looked like a different team in that fourth quarter. They were going in transition faster than they had been to start the game. Dawn's the Olympic coach for a reason. I'm sure she gave him an Olympic-worthy speech, and they responded. I didn't have any help for them on the side. I've obviously not done a good job in practice giving our kids their legs. We've been outplayed in the fourth quarter for the first time all year in a row, 2 games in a row. So go back to the drawing board on that, make sure we're ready to play on Thursday.
The play of their bench, I mean, they had 2 kids come off the bench, 19 points apiece, gave them a huge lift.
Yeah.
And especially also rebounding. I mean, do you feel like if there are 2 areas that really stuck out?
Yeah, and that's what they do. They're so deep. This is you don't go to the back-to-back Final Fours and not end up with a roster full of players that everybody in the country wanted. So if you're a 6, 7, 8 man at South Carolina, you're really good. All those kids are good. And they didn't even start Herbert Harrigan, who's been one of the best players in the league all year. So they can just hit you a lot of different ways. I thought they're players that, I thought Ty Harris really was a calming effect all through the game, even when they weren't down. She never got rattled, and then she really turned it up with transition. I thought we had a couple of uncharacteristic things. We missed a couple free throws to start the quarter, and then we got beat back in transition a couple times. So it's a product of how we've probably been preparing the last couple of games, but we got to get that right because we're into deeper teams, and we got to get IT back as well.
Chelsea in her play today, 32 points, but I know that she kind of got in foul trouble there early, but still the impact that she had to be able to put up 32.
Yeah, she's, a tough matchup. I think, and y'all have to ask Dawn, I don't know if she said it, but that may have been why they started the lineup they did. I don't know. People have been doing that to us, starting a different lineup. We certainly didn't expect Herbert Harrigan not to be starting, but I thought, Chelsea playing through the foul trouble. We had to go to zone a little bit, which wasn't in the game plan necessarily, but just to protect her a little bit. But I thought she was very aggressive. I thought she carried us for a period of time there. I think I called 9 straight plays for her, and that's too many. You need to, but she was in that takeover mode. She had that look in her eye. I thought Mal carried us in the first half. I thought she carried us in the second half. We just didn't have a third or fourth option tonight, and you got to have that to beat these teams at the top of our league.
That fourth quarter out, though, I mean, you led that whole entire time. How were you guys able to be successful?
Well, I think we controlled the pace. We were the aggressor in the first 3 quarters, and they were aggressive in the fourth quarter. And in this league, the spoils usually go to the aggressive team. Dawn knows that. I think she got them fired up, and they obviously played like a team that was very, very inspired. I look down, I see 35 points in the quarter, and I know some of those were because we fouled late, but that's an output that's video game numbers, and they were just clutch. I thought we would maybe get the quote right kid taking the shot and they'd make a 3, It was, and I said it before the game. I don't know if I was talking to Phil or who. I thought we needed to catch them on not their A game, and they might not have had their A game in the first part, but I thought they were A game in the fourth quarter.
Anything else for Coach?
All right.